Hey all, how are we? So, I'm sure none of you are there yet, so I can run away for 2 seconds. This is the start of the 4-hour forging challenge with Jamie Bishop and the Beginner Blacksmiths Group Creative Man. So, I'm going to run away and get my power. All right, anybody there? 2 people watching. All right, so I've got like seconds left. Jamie keeps saying we've got a minute, we've got 2 minutes and whatever. So I'm going to plug this power in. How unprofessional, Toby. All right, does everyone feel sick yet from falling off? So what can you see? Can you see the anvil? Can you see the forge? Let's tighten that up. All right. What's going on here? All right. Starting, Jamie? All right, that looks like 10 o'clock. I can stick some steel in the forge. This is my piece of Damascus that I made up yesterday, ready to go. In the forge, going to start getting warm. So, let's turn the phone off so we're not confused by anything. All right, so forge, anvil, 1 glove, some glasses are required. Always forge your glasses on so you don't go blind. Can everyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Wish I had more than one camera going, but this will have to do. So, my materials I'm going to be using for handle and for pin stock. Let's get rid of those. So this is 4 hours. A little bit like quicker than anything I've ever done making a knife, like about 10 times quicker than I've ever done making a knife. So my hammer of choice to start with is a McNamara, Jacob McNamara dog said hammer. You're too late, love. We're going live on the thingy. And a pair of Wayne Saunders tongs. So we've got all the rest of them on the floor ready to go in case. You right? Yeah, I'm just live on the thingy. So the problem with it is a chunk of steel that big takes a little while to warm up. So now I feel a little bit like I'm just standing around like an idiot wasting time. But what do you do? No, I don't need to. Thanks, love. Straighten that up. Yeah. So the question is, will you be able to see me forge? Yes, you'll be able to see me forge. No, not really. Huh? No. Maybe. I don't know. I was thinking that earlier. All right, so I've got this side for heat treating so I can test and check what my temperatures are. We're going to be heat treating the forge, obviously no time for kilns. See you in 4 hours time. I got a weird pain in my stomach today, so I might have a dodgy appendix. So if I die on the floor, call my wife. Anyone who's got my wife's phone number, give her a holler for me. All right. Actually, these ones are probably better for that. Yeah, they're a good tong. I feel like ringing Jamie Bishop because I can't do anything for a minute or two. I want to see what his live is doing. Is anyone else also watching on? Hey Matt, morning Bobby. Earthquake. Yeah, was that when it fell over? Loud and clear, awesome, brilliant. Glad to hear it. Sausage man, where are you, sausage man? All right, go on. I feel this is just stupid standing around. I've got 4 hours to do a whole knife, and I'm like doing nothing because I'm waiting for this steel to warm up. But this is a Damascus billet that I made, and obviously I don't really want to start hitting on it cold, so I've got to wait. Might even go onto my own YouTube channel, find the link, and then post this up on the Beginner Bladesmiths group, which is the group that I'm doing this through and for. All right. So, anyone who's watching, you guys done anything stupid like this before in the past? Ever tried to make a whole knife from start to finish in that short amount of time? I feel like I'm probably not going to need a jumper quite quickly. The anvil is cold actually, so what I should have done if I was smart was preheated my anvil with something else hot and got it nice and warm, because it's going to suck the heat out of the forge really, really fast, out of the steel really, really fast. Let's heat that up a bit more. You know it's warm when you smell the hair on your arm catch fire as soon as you go near it. So this is going to be a long one. 4 hours, obviously, we're going to be live for the whole time. So if you want to come and go, that would be cool. Tell your mates it's on, share it over the next 4 hours. That'd be awesome. All right. So here's our Damascus billet. Let's get moving it. See how quickly that cooled down. The forge is so cold. The anvil is so cold. Just think about what the best way to go about this is. I actually wonder if I might isolate the tang first, draw it out a little bit, then isolate the tang just a small amount, because it's quite a lot of meat, so I can take some of that off there, and it allows me a bit more for a blade, because it's quite a small billet to start with. Having never done anything like this before, I'd love to be more of a prepared person, but I'm not. I just got a pile of, I got some stuff prepared, but I just grabbed a whole heap of tongs and hammers and whatever else I might need. Just grabbed a load of bits and pieces today, threw them out here. I did have a bit of a clean up yesterday out here so that I could move around a little easier, but the workshop is still a little bit of a pigsty. I wonder if this is a better image from down here actually. So this is my son's anvil, so maybe down here on this anvil might be a better place. How's that look? That's probably better, isn't it? Yeah, that's a mad image. Let's see how that goes. So like I said, I think I might isolate a bit for the tang before I go too far. Not heaps, because it's not still sucking that heat out real fast. So it's a bit wonky, isn't it? All right. I appreciate we've got like 5 people watching and we've got 3 thumbs up. If everyone else could give a thumbs up too, that would be really cool. YouTube has these weird things where the algorithm likes the thumbs up in comparison to the thumbs down. So the more thumbs up you get and the more comments, the further it pushes your videos. So I'd love to get my channel moving. I'm so grateful to all of the subscribers I have already, nearly 6,000 in total. But obviously more is always going to be better. You can just stop messing with the camera, Toby. It'd probably be nice. All right. Oh, awesome. 4 thumbs up. Thank you, whoever did that. Just drinking some water so I don't die. Ooh, tea, thanks, love. All right. Up with that tang, isolate it out a little bit. I'm going to start drawing out the blade a little bit now. Yeah, all right. I want to start isolating this tang. I want to start drawing this out. I've isolated the thing. Whoever's just jumped on there, whoever the other person watching is, if you can do a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. YouTube loves the thumbs upness. So it's been a while since I've forged anything. I'm already half knackered. It already hurts a little bit. It shouldn't. It's been a while since I've forged anything with any great gusto. I might even switch over from the beautiful McNamara dog's head to a Saunders, similar weight, rounding hammer. Take a little bit more movement with each hit. What else we got here today? I've got one of my own cross beans. The cross bean I did sort of when I first started, made it myself, did a YouTube video about this one. If you want to have a go and look for that one, you can find it. It's this one. This one is a double diagonal peen, so a knife maker's peen. This one is a Matty Mewburn Everly Works hammer. Very handy because it's got both directions of peen. Another little baby dog's head. This is the second hammer I made. Fun little one. Got a flatter I made. There's also a cool YouTube video about this one that I made. I actually made this one at Everly, which is fun. Oh yeah, 6 thumbs up. Thank you guys. More thumbs up are good. Like I say, YouTube love the thumbs up. They spread the videos more if you get more thumbs ups. All right. Yeah, that's how you move steel. What do they say? Less haste, more speed or something? It's getting a little bit cold. It shouldn't go too long because it's a layered, forge welded. I keep saying Damascus, but it's not. It's like 10 layers or something. It's barely Damascus. It's layered steel. Hey, another thumbs up. 6, 7. Whoever the new person is, another thumbs up would be awesome. Thank you. Whilst you're watching, this is the old style t-shirt. So me and my son are the only ones who have these, but some of you will have seen I've just released the new t-shirts and the new hoodies with the new crackled style logo and all that, designed by a good friend of mine. Beautiful quality. I only get nice stuff. I don't like cheap t-shirts. So they're on the website, which is www.tobyfireandsteel.com. If you have any need as the winter sets in for a new jumper or a hoodie. And all of the proceeds go towards the YouTube channel and my podcast. If you haven't heard the podcast, it's purely knife making, most educational, best podcast, knife making podcast in Australia, in my opinion. Very educational, interview people from all over the world all the time. Twice a week, that is. Get on, Toby. It's taking way too long to draw out this little thing. Anyone know what else anyone else is doing? obviously not watching what everyone else is making. Oh, Toby's got sore arms already. Hey, another thumbs up. Thank you very much. 8 thumbs up. More of those, the better. I sound like one of those the YouTube videos the kids watch. They're like, if we can get 100,000 thumbs up in the next 3 minutes, I'll jump off this cliff, and all that stupid stuff they do. Oh, my wife made me a nice cup of peppermint tea. I don't know if you can see that cup. This is one of my favorite cups. It's very cool. It's very themed. It came from Robin Sharples in the UK, and if you don't know who he is, you have to go and look at his stuff. He's an anvil seller and collector and all that stuff. If there's anything you want to know about anvils, Robin doesn't know it. There's probably not many people in the world who do know it. And he sells cool cups. Right, down now was about 20 by 20. It's now down to about 8 mil. I think someone could remind me, the blade had to be more than 100 mil long, something along those lines. So anywhere from here is probably all right, because that blade's good 125, 130, I reckon. Now, normally I'll do thermal cycling because this blade's got 1084 in it. I normally do thermal cycling in the kiln, but it's been a while since I've done it in a forge, so it should be fun. So obviously, having forged all of this, it could end up being a little bit burnt, a bit of a large grain structure, and I want to get rid of that. I hope it's not too windy, you can hear me, before I heat treat it, just less chances of complications. So I'll actually be trying to fit in a thermocycle, so dropping it from its critical temperature down to about 700 degrees over about 3 or 4 hits, and then letting it cool to black, and then putting it back in, and then ramping it back up to 815 because it's 1084, and 15 and 20, which is both heat treated about the same, 815 degrees Celsius, which for the Americans, I don't know, it's probably 1600 Fahrenheit or something. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And then I'll be quenching it in canola. I'm going to do an edge quench, which right now I've just remembered this is the lack of organisation I've got. I didn't take any canola oil out and put it in a pot. It's all in my deep quench bucket, so I might end up doing a full quench rather than an edge quench. And then again, I didn't go and get any more map gas, so I might not even have enough map gas to do a temp up with the gas. So I might end up even doing it on the top of this, which is nice and hot after the kiln's gone off, obviously. So I'd like to get this down to about 3 mil, something like that, with a distal taper across the whole thing, and I'll obviously start drawing out the bevels a little bit. I'll also be getting the flatter out and cleaning up some of these terrible indents that I've created. Alright, so it's starting to get to a reasonable length, something that I can work with. Always clean the crap off your anvil so you don't end up bedding it back into the steel. Hey, 10 thumbs up! Thanks guys, 10 thumbs up. Yeah baby, happy with that. Keep the thumbs ups coming. Let's see if I can change the angle a little bit. Did anyone just vomit there with the seasickness? Moving this camera around. It's not really meant for this sort of purpose. This is the camera I use for my interviews. So that it's pretty good quality, but it's not really meant for this. So here's the only issue. I might have to forge from this side so you can see what the heck I'm doing. Which means me come around the back of the anvil, but that's all right. Let me know if any of these angles are better than others, guys. Trying to do a pretty even amount of hits either side. Trying to flatten out that transition between the blade and the taper, the blade and the tang a little bit. What's the time? Anyone know what time it is? How far am I through? I should have a stopwatch. Oh, Bobby, share a link from the beginners group. I did, my friend. It's on there. Hopefully you can find that. Rise Morgan, evening rise. It's morning here, my friends. What time is it? It's 10:26. I've already wasted 26 minutes. Share a link. Let's just share. Oh, I was already like made a knife with the object and it's got its touch mark on it. Blimey. So let's so here's my link. YouTube link. Paste. Go. Alright, so anyone who can't see it, I've just posted it again. So, Bobby, if you haven't done it, my friend, a thumbs up for that. It'd be awesome, dude. We've slowed down at 10. I got to get to the point where I've got a nice looking object because I'm running out of time already. I've only got 3.5 hours left in my 4-hour challenge, which isn't any fun. The prospect of that. So I want to get this tang down to about 3 mil. Wide, obviously not. I mean, thick, obviously not wide. So I'm hoping to get away with very little grinding, like really, really little grinding. So to be able to pretty much just touch up the tang, so I can just. I'm thinking I'm going to burn my tang in. Speed it up. I've all seen that fail plenty of times on Fortune Fire, and I've never done it, so why not try something we've done before? That should be fun. If you like the idea of that, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Man, I'm knackered. I'm only half an hour in. I've got to get this blade looking like a blade. Better grab my touch mark too. Alright, anyone who hasn't got a touch mark, this is a Dalu touch mark. Dal made this one for me. Comes in a beautiful leather pouch. Got my logo on it, my touch mark. Keep that in my special touch mark pocket so I can find it later. that'll do for the tank. Now I'm just going to knock that edge, front edge a bit, and then start doing the forge and tapers in a little bit. I'm only going to go in a little bit and leave a lot of thickness on there. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with warping. Alright, what I say earlier, I didn't have the quench tank ready. Stole that straight out of the kitchen. Spilled oil all over the floor. Alright. Come on, gotta hurry up. Where are we? 10 thumbs up. 4 people still watching. Have you 4 done thumbs ups? Oh, very down. Whoa, Kevin. Tore your groin area, that's worrying. Whoa. I better make up for that. Fast, fast, fast. Alright. Running out of time. This has got to be the last. I don't even know what this knife is, some sort of slicer by the looks of it. This is why I didn't come up with an idea first, I just started to hammering. Oh. Yeah, that's worrying. Kevin Troy gone already. Okay, well. Someone tell me, they thermocycle already? They're not tempered already, surely. Rise? Rise, are they already tempered? Or are they pre-tempering grinds? All right, set up the touch mark. My special touch marking tongs. All right, whatever that ugly beast is, we'll have to do. I'm gonna stick in, make its mark on it. A nice big one, and then it'll loop. So blades will be that way. I want to put the on that side. So that way around. Right there. Touch mark ready. Beautiful. Okay. All right. That is going to have to do because I am running out of time. Right, get the temperature down a little bit. Get a couple of thermocycles. All right, tubing. All right, 34 minutes. Pre-temper, right? Right. So I'm not going to do any pre-grinding tempers because I'm not sure it's the right way to go personally. I mean, pre-temper grinds. So let's get a bit of an idea of what's going on in here temperature-wise. You guys can see that. It's going to just climb up till. Well, that's not right. Don't tell me there's something wrong with the temperature gauge. Awesome. It's freaking faulty. That's good. Let's play with it a little bit. There we go. Something likes down there. Oh, no, it doesn't. Ah, there we go. Gotcha. Just don't move it. Way too hot. Way too hot. All right. Let that cool to black. All right. I'm going to do it by eye. The temperature gauge is reading at 1,000 degrees, and I know that's running about 750 right now, the way that flame is. Move you back over here so you get a full view of what's going on. What have we got there? Yeah, 11 thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you, whoever's done 11th thumb up. More thumbs up, the better. I think every half an hour I'm supposed to do a progression shot, actually. I just remembered that. Let's take a photo in the forge. Oh, not of me. Just post that. Thermo cycling. All right, can't wait to see you. Hello. Hey Tico, how you doing, buddy? It's my little nephew there saying hello on his mama's phone. I can't wait to see you, buddy. Coming over today, which is cool. Haven't seen him in a little while. All right. Oh, beautiful. Right. Nice big flame coming out of there. Hope it doesn't set my gazebo on fire. No point in having this in there, ain't doing anything. We'll do one last thermo cycle at this really low temperature. Just chucking away, it's probably about 680, something like that. Seriously, hope it doesn't catch the gazebo on fire. What I'm going to do while I'm at this point is I'm just going to put it down quickly, and I'm going to cool off the handle, which is just mild steel, but it means I can grab a hold of it. But I'm not going to grab a hold of it while it's wet, because then what you do is you turn the water in your glove to steam, which Always burns nicely. All right, can you see that bucket from there? You cannot, can you? So there's the quench tank. I'll be ramping that temperature back up now. Woohoo, 13 thumbs up. Yep. Go boy. What I haven't done is pre-prepared any like straightening blocks in case it starts to warp or go a bit awry, which I probably should have done. Which, just in case we get there, a couple of blocks of wood and a swage block to stick on top of it if we need to. Both hardwoods, straight hardwoods. I mean, pretty old, but hopefully they don't catch fire. Okay, where are we at with this? Yeah, that's probably very low actually. It's barely even orange. It's probably at about 6 something now. If we could do it a little tiny bit warmer. And then we'll crank it up to non-magnetic because we're guessing we're about 115, 120. We're at 13 thumbs up. Any more thumbs ups? All right, so I've got the trusty old magnet, which I rarely use because, well, normally I'm in the kiln. Move this out of the way a bit. All right, let's knock that back up. Pull that handle back up and down there. Okay. So let's stick it in for the last time. Get it nice and cherry red. I've got it inside a tube so that I've got better control of the temperature. And then into the canola. What have we got on there? Run out of people. Where are you all? All right, shall we see what happens with the quench? Even film the quench, stick it on the Creative Man website. All right, a little bit more. All right, just about to do my quench, everybody. So this will be my update. Thermocycled it. Checked I'm happy with my non-magnetic. There's my oil. Marks, get set, go. grade, I reckon. No need to put it in the between any blocks or anything. Happy with that temperature. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my grinder, try my little trick that I learned off a friend of mine. The colours, if it's still warm enough for the colours to rise back up through it or not. We've got a little bit of orange coming up here. Might have taken too much heat out the front here, but just starting to get back up into orange in the heel. If you can see that, it's there, it's just starting to hit orange. So I'd like that orange to creep all the way down the blade, but I don't think there's enough heat left in the front there, so I'm going to have to put it on the forge, I think, to get that heat, that orange to creep down to that tip. Now that heel is getting to a really, just getting the dark straw, and I don't want it to go too past the dark straw. So I'm going to cool that down. You guys are going to be able to see this over here. So just putting this up here, trying to get this dark straw colour across the rest of the blade. Because this steel up here is freaking hot now. This is a technique I've never done, ever. Starting to see a bit of orange in the tip there, a bit yellow in the tip there. I don't want to go too far with that yellow, so I'm going to cool it down in the water a little tiny bit. Barely though, because I don't want it to go. That tip's getting too, starting to get too dark a straw. I don't want a dark straw, I want a light straw across there. All right, you can see that orange, that straw colour really creeping up there. Probably even gone a little bit too far in the tip, but just keep trying to keep that cool at the tip. Just up here, there's a little bit here that I could do with going a bit more yellow, a bit more straw colour. All right, super happy with that. You see that? Nice and straw. Now, keeping that in the, leave that in the canola for a minute so it stays that colour and doesn't continue to heat. And then I'll bring you guys over here. I mean, it could even be a tiny little bit too orange. Really, I don't know if you can actually see that. There's a couple of dark, little darker here, a little darker there, and definitely straw yellow there, a little bit darker bronze almost there. These are probably slightly over tempered, but I'm going to have to be happy with that. Can't do much else, but I'm happy with that. It's going to be soft enough to work with. We can start grinding. Right. I'm going to drop that back in the water to let it cool down a little bit. Just that handle. Got to knock the forge off because that section is done. Let's upload that video. We've got 1 hour down. So, where are we? Just posting that one to the group. All right, we've got 5 people watching. We're 1 hour in. Can we get another thumbs up? Anyone else got any thumbs ups left, or have you guys all given them? 13's great, but we could keep going. All right, let's move you wonderful people to the grinder, because the next stage is to start trying to make it look like something. Now, is the grinder. Probably going to want to be able to see what I'm doing as opposed to my back all the time. Fresh 50 grit blaze belt on there. Okie dokie. Bit of water. In case you get any thing decided wants to catch fire. All right. So it's going to get noisy. This is the blade so far. No idea what I'm going to do with it. After all that, I stamped on the wrong bloody side of the knife anyway. I don't even know how I did that. Alright, start taking some body off this handle. Six people watching. Anyone else got a thumbs up in them? You know the only real problem here, I don't know if you can hear me, but if I do this in 4 hours, my darling wife might wonder why it takes me so long to make knives normally. Alright, looking like something. Let's see what we've got hidden under here, eh? No time for a centre line, let's just work it out. The little thing I made up, like a wolf got a hole in it, just gives you a little bit more purchase. How's everyone else doing? Is anyone else well, I'm sure everyone else is heat treated, but are they all well into their grinds and stuff, or am I well behind? Come on, 7 people watching. Where am I up to in comparison to everybody else? No answers? Anyone know where I'm up to? I've got an hour and 8 minutes in. What's everyone else doing? What do their blades look like? Are they heat treated and grinding? Or are they already on handle? Can you guys still see me? I'm assuming everything's working. Hello? Haven't had a comment for a while, just checking anyone can actually see what I'm doing. Anyone there? Can you guys hear what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys can hear me. So I'm playing up with the computer. Hey, Paul. Paul, can you hear me, dude? Yeah, oh, you can. Oh, awesome. Hey, Katie. Hey, Daisy. Give me a thumbs up, love. I've only got 13. I need 14. Yeah. Paul, where's your thumbs up? Katie, if you're still there, feel free to go and invite all your mates on Facebook. Right. Getting somewhere. Bring it down a bit. Fifteen thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you. We'll do that. Stuart McCarthy. Thanks, Stuart. Kids are leaving you alone. You can watch now. This is where we're up to, Stuart. Looking like something. Burnt the tip. Take a little bit off that. It's annoying. All right. Fix it. Don't take the small knife yet. A bit smaller. Looks like I'm well into it. Well, I think so. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself, actually. I thought I'd be rather stressed, but I think I thrive in these situations. Might end up being the quickest, reasonable looking knife I've made. I mean, it's clearly not going to be the best looking knife I've made, but it's pretty cool looking so far. All right. Okay, couple of measurements. I'm going to do a couple of measurements because now I've got to work out the handle. So I want to put the tang straight in if possible. Oh man! Again, hope there's nobody that gets travel sick easy because that's no fun. What Toby's doing right there. So, oh Jesus! Ah! I'm gonna put some freaking super glue on this thing. So far, that's the blade. I better take a photo of it and upload it to the Creative Man page. Comment. Photo. Where's my freaking photos gone? Photo. That one. Okay. Well, Rob, that's a pretty serious blade you're making, dude. Check that out. I was making this like giant ass machete looking thing. It's crazy. And actually, Rob is doing that without the grinder. I think he's on a 4-inch angle grinder. All right, so 0 that. Let's work out what our width of our tang is. 5.3. Thickest 4.99 actually. 4.99. So what I have done is I put in the mill in here a 3 millimeter. Ooh, did anyone actually see my wife or someone appear with a muesli bar? There's a muesli bar open, ready to eat on my laptop. Well, that's some top quality wife material, I reckon. Well, what size? 4 mil. Will be better, I reckon. Now this is a technique I've never done before, so we'll see how it goes. I'm using a piece of human pine because human pine is really solid, dense, but light as, nice and easy to cut. So basically, I'm gonna stick that in there and start shaping it. So what's my about there is really where I want to go to. 13.9, so 14 mil. 5. What is our block? Can you guys see this? 31, 32. Let's call it 16-ish. That was 41. So just over 20. There's our center mark. What did I say? 14 on the tang. Man, I'm disorganized. 14.1. So let's go 6.5 mil. Give ourselves a bit of playing room, or 7. Just under 7 mil, I'd like. Mozzie's in the workshop. Okay. So this is where I'm going to plunge in with the oh, I got the short one in. Very different lengths. Mildly. But it's going to have to do. Let's check that's close enough to square. Because right now, close enough is all I got. Any of the people who wanted to see me use the mill, this is probably not how you should use a mill, but let's play anyway. Or, yeah. Lock it in there. All right. So we should be able to heat that up and burn. I'll drill that out a bit more, obviously. Should be able to burn that in, although that actually looks like that's a little fatter down the bottom there, which it shouldn't be, but it is. 2 seconds. All right, now I'm going to get the drill and I'm going to punch a drill down in there a few times, which is over this way. Oh, this is what you call lack of organisation, because Toby hasn't got a freaking drill bit in there. Oh man. I'm going to go straight up to 4.5 mil. No messing around. How are we doing for time? Who's at what point? Are people killing me? That's the best time to try something you've never tried before. The middle. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, that's about right to me. Hey, that's how Forged in Fire work, isn't it? They all do stuff they've never done before. I interviewed Jay Nielsen the other day from Forged in Fire on my podcast, so if anyone wants to listen, that'll be out on Wednesday. And he was telling me I should do a through tang, which I seriously considered, but that was another thing I've never done before. I'm working on one with my son. Well, I'm not, he's doing it, but we'll see how it goes. Hey, love. Oh, banana. Thank you, my darling. All right. Yeah, good. So that is pretty good. I reckon if I get the blowtorch on that, heat it up, I should be able to burn that tang in. It's probably a little big, but we'll just call it good and pretend it never happened. I'm going to draw a little line on the side of the block so I can see about where it is, so I can stick my hole in for my pin, because I'm going to cheat and just drill right through the block and the tang and everything, which is probably a little silly, but hey ho. Like you said, best time to try anything is when you've never done it before. All right, let's get camera over here. Can you guys see that tang? You can. Oh, geez, getting low on that, guys. Where's my block? Where's my block? There we go. Looking forward to it, loving the podcast. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Forged in Fire, eat your heart out. I love building tangies. What I should have done is put this further down in the thing so the device could work as a heat sink so that I don't destroy my temper with the blowtorch. hour and 32 minutes. And I think I'm doing all right, you know. That's 16 thumbs up. That's all right. I can do more. That's pretty good. Thank you. Right, that's glowing red. It's pretty good. What I will do though is, just in case I'm getting any water on there, just make sure we're not heating up the blade itself. Anyone got any questions? James Lane, something. Just so you know. Ah, it's James Lane. Right, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I know you listen to the podcast and I appreciate it very much. You're a good man. James is my stabilising and my leather friend. So let's put that in there, the last bit. Smoking. Oh, super happy with that. I mean, the handle is pissed as, but that's okay. So check we're still cold on there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Who needs a boxing? That's amazing. I mean, I'm not really happy with the angle, but I mean, by the time I've taken something off here, I hopefully don't hit the tang, and then a bit off here, we should be pretty good. Why don't we think about doing some sort of idea of what we're going to do on it now then. Is that blurry? It's blurry, isn't it? Get rid of that stuff. So the tang is not where I thought it was going to be. It's more like that. So I've got to be a little careful of not hitting that tang actually. So let's look at the blade. It's going to, handle's going to sort of come down like that. And because we've got this funny angle on it, we're kind of not really able to have a load of meat left on there. So let's sort of keep that straight like that. And then go, I don't know, something like this. A little bit of a belly maybe. Oh, who knows? Let's do something like that. Just blade-ish. Can you see that? Blade-ish, handle-ish shaped. So now we've got to work out the tang goes down there. So before I go too mad, I'm going to drill a hole right there. Stick a pin in it. There's my pin. Pin. A little bit of copper pin, brass pin stock. So if you're looking for any brass pin or stainless steel pin, check out my website, www.tobyfireandsteel.com, and also for any brass plate or anything like that. So that's a 3.3. That's what we want. Change the drill bit again. See, this is the thing. I have a mill and 2 drill presses. I should have had these bits all set up in the drills ready to go so that I wasn't now clambering to get it all in place. So 9 people watching, 17 thumbs up. Can we get any more thumbs ups? Thumbs up. Oh, can we get any more thumbs up? Can you see that? Is that good? Is that good? Get rid of this. Go that way with it. This is all going to be done by eye because I haven't got enough time to be checking. Well, I say I haven't got enough time. This might be getting cocky, but I sort of feel like I'm on a roll. Maybe 4 hours is too much. Although is that really stupid to say 4 hours is too much? Because I might suddenly be like, oh my gosh, I haven't got enough time. Look at that. You lovely people will see. Let's get rid of this thing. And all these things. Right. If I break a drill bit in it, does it count as a pin, Dion? Come on, you can do it. I know you're hard, but you're all right. I the only edge quenched here. You should be all right. Not feeling. Not feeling. All right, let's put another nice new sharp drill bit in. I don't really want to take the thingy out. I don't really want to take the blade out of the timber. I'm really happy with it. I'm not planning on epoxying it because it's so solid already. And epoxy, well, that's an 8-hour epoxy, although that said, if you whack it in the oven, it goes off really fast. But, oh, really? How's everyone else doing? Can someone give me an update on Jamie and I don't know, whoever else is bloody doing it? Oh yeah, baby. But the issue is that wasn't a long enough drill bit, so I have to go back with a long one because that is a panel drill. Oh, I need to go all the way through. Yeah, update. Has anyone got an update on all the other guys? What happens if you don't tighten your drill up properly? Amazing. I do wish that had been a little neater. Not particularly happy with that in there. There's a sort of arch of missingness there. And I suppose if I did take this out, put a bit of epoxy in, that would kind of help, but it would still can't get it out. Probably could with a hammer, but just don't think I'm going to. I think I have enough time constraints as it is that I don't need to be adding stuff to it. So no one said I had to definitely epoxy it, so I'm not epoxying it. But what I will have to do is some sort of epoxy type jobby on the pin. Probably. My wall full of hammers, little tiny baby ones, always good. So I think this is disgusting and terrible, but I'm going to whack some super glue in the hole and drop the pin in. Because, let's face it, this ain't getting sold. Super glue. Hole. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Bit in that side, let it go all the way through. It's really bodgy. I'm actually doing it right now going, oh, come on, man. What are you doing? Looks like Kev is milling a slot in the handle or bolster, and Jamie is grinding a blade. Stuart, thanks, man. Thanks, James, too. Right, so that super glue is gone all the way through. See if I can get the pin in. Yeah. Okay, so let's see about the super glue's activator. So I can now watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. And it will go off. Well, at least the bit on the outside will. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm sorry. It's certain. So look, Forged in Fire, they bodge everything. But I do feel like I've probably got enough time to. So I wonder if because they're all making harder blades than me. I think like if they're putting bolsters on, then that's really slowing the process down. Toby's cheating. Or smart, one or the other. Anyone got any questions? While I'm standing there eating nana. Oh, you're judging me from the comfort of your lounge. Cheers, James. Honestly, quickly, I need 2 answers. Should I pull that pin back out if I can get it out? Epoxy it properly and then put the pin in properly. Quick, go. What should I do? No hope of getting it out. I reckon, yeah, you're probably right. I did whack it in. There's 8 people watching and 1 person's commenting. Come on, one more answer. One more answer. I would have just made it a lot harder for myself, wouldn't I? Because it's solid in there now. All right, no more answers. So I've done a 40 grit finish on here. Do it again? Stuart, come on, man. You're on my side or what? You think I should epoxy it? Hour and 41 minutes, hour and 45 minutes. I've only got to sharpen it, hey. I mean, I don't even need to knock this 40 grit down to anything else. Let's see if I can get it out. Well, the pin's coming out. You can do it! Yeah, I know I can do it. I don't want to do it. Just being smart. I know, but you've screwed me now. The pin's out. I mean, the pin's halfway out. Oh, okay, the pin is out. Can I get the blade out now? Is the big question without slicing my hand open. I probably should tape this blade up now. It's sort of happy to tape up, isn't it? In fact, I'm going to do that. Because I'm not really the biggest fan of big slices in my hands. Hey, baby. How you doing? Yeah, have another cup of tea. Thanks, babe. Come and have some lunch, really. I'm just cruising along. Might win. All right, let's not carry on. Can't believe you lot have got me going back and redoing bits. James is my friend. Stuart's my enemy. Can't believe him. All right, let's see if we can get this back out. If I can't get it out, I'm putting that pin back in and forgetting about it because time is drifting away. What is the best way to do this? I wonder. See, I think locking the blade in the vise. And then, yeah, all right, you win. Oh, lots of gunk in there. Better clean that up. Oh, hang on, which way did the handle go? Crap. That way. I was drawn on it, it's all good. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Okay. Let's get some epoxy mixed up. There, can you see that? It'll be blurred. Where is the frickin' G-Flex? Oh, come on, Toad. You used it like 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Oh, up here. For anyone who doesn't use West Systems, G-Flex, it's awesome. This stuff. You know you wanted to epoxy from, yeah, all right. Okay, I think that'll do. Oh, it's the first time I've done that before. Got a bit of the other epoxy on the lid of the other epoxy. That's never going to come off. I'll put that lid on now. Yes. Here's what I'm going to do, because of the fact that I'm not really particularly happy with the color of the thingy bob. Thingy bob. Color of the color of the epoxy. Not the epoxy, the timber, the hole in the timber. I'm going to stick a little tiny bit of pigment in there. Anyone who doesn't use this pigment, James, you'll like this stuff. I don't know if you use it or not, but they're oh, what do they call themselves? Desert something? Divine pigments. It's awesome stuff. Now I just did that totally wrong, because normally I would mix the two epoxies up, make sure you get a really good color consistency before I put color in, but time is of the essence, and I'll make sure it's mixed well, and then we'll be okay. Here's a little trick for you. I'm going to throw this in my oven, which is not on. Which is on now. I'm going to throw it in my oven for a few minutes, and it makes it more runny, but it also makes it go off much faster. So I'll be able to put it in quickly, squeeze it all out, and then it helps the actual epoxy to go off quicker inside the handle. Like if you actually throw the whole knife in the oven, it'll go off in half an hour. Like even if you stick it outside in the sun, it'll go off in half an hour. Whereas otherwise, especially in cold days like this, it can take you 10 hours to go off or more. You know, you want to, oh, yeah, I've already said that one. Epoxy. All right, like I say, I'm going to whack this in the oven, and I'm going to start shaping the handle while I'm waiting. You don't want to leave it in the oven too long, or you'll end up with a hard blob of stuff in the oven. It'll be no good for putting in the handle because it's already gone off. So get rid of that 40 grit. Let's put one of these on. Do you know, I can never remember what these are called, but they're amazing. These blue, like really hard grip ones, they're sort of feel even more gritty than the 40 grit blaze belts. and they eat wood like it's going out of fashion. Let's get rid of this. Put the extractor underneath. Open the crisps. Who else we got on there? 7 people watching, 17 thumbs up. We got any more thumbs up? Anybody? Anyone left a thumbs up that hasn't thumbs up yet? All right. So it's actually, I moved you away, but it needs to be here. It's actually now like the consistency of water. So you want to make sure you get it in your hole before it starts to go off. And it'll just suddenly sort of start to turn if you're not careful. Right, and then a bit, that's right in the way, isn't it? On there. Right, it's actually starting to turn. Which way up was it? That way. Push it in. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I want. See it squeezing out. Put my pin back in. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. God, this is your fault, whoever that was. Stuart. Right, just sheeted that through a little tiny bit. Taking the end off so it forces its way to find the gap. Awesome, that's better. Make sure we get a little bit around there. And it's already starting to go off. So I didn't clean up the blade or anything, but I'm going to let it go off a little bit, and then I'm going to hit it with a bit of acetone and then a bit of WD-40. So let's get rid of this out of the way. Eat some more chippy chips. Hey Debbie. Yeah, I'm actually doing much better than I thought I would, to be really honest. I thought I'd be in some real trouble by now, like panic and a lot of sweating and a lot of anger, but it's an hour and 56. Smashing it, to be honest. Hey, this is how hungry I am. That just fell in the dirty dustpan and brush. I'm still going to eat it because I'm a wrong one. All right. So, we're doing all right. Blade is heat treated, quenched, tempered. Handle is, well, sort of glued on. And I should take another photo, send it to the internet mob. You know them internet mob sort of people. Anyone else know how everyone else is doing? Hey Stuart, how you doing, man? I really appreciate you making me redo the pin. I'm glad you're laughing, brother. I thought Jamie Bishop was going to give people a call at some point. I thought I might get a ring off him. Jamie Bishop, where are you? Why have you not rung me? Actually, do you know what? I wonder if Bjorn sent me a link to jump in. Oh no, we don't support this browser. Please copy a link and directly paste into Chrome browser. What? It is Chrome, I think. Wait, let's copy. Go into Chrome. Paste. Go. So would you all like to speak to Jamie? That's great. Sorry I'm late, but knife will look great as you love your job. Yeah, I know, but I'll give me Facebook. But the knife isn't going to look as great as Toby would like it to look because it's very, very rushed. I don't know my Facebook details. Give me a break. Anyone know my Facebook password? Enable camera. You are entering backstage. Backstage, like a celebrity. Enabled camera. Entering backstage. Let's go. I'm live. Wait, I can't see myself. Hello? Hello? Jamie Bishop, I see you. Jamie, Kevin, I see your workshops, but I don't. Oh, come on. What are they up to? Their video is too small. See what they're doing. Can I click on their video? Jamie is doing. Kev's disappeared. Kev's probably finished, to be honest. He's so good at this. He's probably just gone off for lunch or something. Troy says his tea is glued up. Do you know what? His handle's glued up and he's having tea. Do you know what? My handle is also glued up. If you want to see. All right. And I'm also having tea out of my awesome favorite cup. One of my favorite cups, apart from my Toby Foreign steel cup. All right, you got to run. See you soon, dude. Password is I love epoxy. Yeah, you're probably right. All right, so you can see that they're doing nothing. Nothing. Well, whilst I drink tea. Oi, Jamie Bishop, can you hear me? Jamie. Nope. All right, I'm leaving. I feel like I've been shunned. You are live. How do I get out of it? Oh, that'll do. I'm out. Okay, so how are we with this? Well, it's tacking up, but it's obviously not hard yet. I think I'm going to throw it in the oven for a few minutes. And sing you lot a song. I think today's song will be by Elvis Presley. No, I'm not. That would be really mean, wouldn't it? Mitch! Give us a look, mate. How's it going? Well, presently it's going so well that I'm drinking tea. I say that, but you know what happens with these sorts of things? I got this nasty feeling I'm going to suddenly get to the end and be like, oh, it's all gone wrong. But I have to admit, what are these Forged in Fire boys playing at? I'm 2 hours in and I wasn't going to bother putting epoxy in, and some mean Stuart guy made me pull my handle apart and put epoxy in. So I kind of costed myself a bit of time. Otherwise, I've got a feeling I'd be pretty close to done by now. Well, not close to done, but I'd be done by 3 easy. Mitch, I wonder how long my cable is. It's in there, in the oven presently, because my epoxy will go off far faster. Let's get that dustpan and brush out of the way. If it goes in the oven for some time, and cures quicker. Though it doesn't actually need epoxy. It's so darn solid as it is because I burned the tang in. It was quite hard to get out. So, yeah, I feel like making a second knife just so you aren't bored. Picked it up. You saw it. Oh, you saw it. Okay, cool. Yeah, like, should I just start a second knife? Just why not? Just see if I can enter 2 knives at the end. No, I was kidding, Mitch. Don't say do it because I'll have to get the forge running again. That's no fun. You know what I do have to do? Apart from drop a liter of acetone on the floor, I need to mix up. I just got a new bottle of ferric chloride, and as it's Damascus, it would be lovely to see. Yeah, couple of speed bumps. Appreciate it, Stuart. I need to mix this up with some water because we're going to want to see what it looks like with the Damascus. Now, here's the question. Do I need to go find a tube, or is my knife going to fit in there? I reckon it might fit, you know. Should we find out? Let's find out. Oh, sort of, so close. Who said the other day? Tight, like a tiger. So this stuff you're actually supposed to mix with like posh water, but I haven't got posh water, so I'm just going to fill it up with normal water. Question is now, what to put it in that is big enough. Yeah, we've got demineralized water. Have we got anything to put the thing in, like a tallish jug? There's only ferric chloride. It won't kill anybody unless you like lick it when it's raw. Like a tall glass jar, my love. Thank you. Check my wife out. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to have demineralized water. She's like, yeah, we got demineralized water. We're just one of those cool people who keeps demineralized water places. Come on. This is quite impressive. I'm at this point, and I should have been like already, but I wasn't. Do you use tap water or demineralized water? Well, Stuart, my friend, I think it's demineralized water. I have same bottle. Let me read it for you. It says it says in like, no, it doesn't be right. I was thinking like a just tall glass jar. Where's the English? Why is there no English? French, something else. No, that's good. Perfect, I think. Innuendos while I'm live on the thing, honey, you're disgusting. Alright, that'll have to do. Can't leave it in the oven forever. So, where's that glass? She just give me. It's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. No, it's not tall enough, love. It's not deep enough. That's so close. I reckon I can wiggle and jiggle that in there. Hey, yeah. Let's just go with that. Do you know what? I actually thought I'd read it on here that it was supposed to be with demineralized water, but I can't see it now. I mean, that'll probably do it. We're just going through all the jugs in our house, trying to like work one out. Like I've got the plastic tube that it's supposed to go in, but I've got to glue it up, and I haven't done it yet. So back to the tea. Mitch, looking forward to seeing both knives done. No, I'm not doing 2 knives. We had this conversation. Is that deeper? Let's see what that one's like. Yeah, that one's good, love. Perfecto. You're amazing. All right, let's move my tea so I don't ferric chloride my own tea. So this into here. Oh, hang on, not drop the plastic ring in. Oh, gee, it's all stuck in the bottom. Not like that. happy with me. Sorry if that's making you all go deaf. I apologise. Still a bit there, doesn't come out. All right, how many thumbs up we got now? 18. Can we get some more thumbs up in here? Any chance we can get some more extra thumbs ups? Thumbs ups are good. YouTube likes them. They get all like excited and they do more impressive stuff like with them. Let's fill this up. And we're going to fill this up to the top because of the fact we want the knife to be. I mean, this is like way over concentrated, I reckon. I mean, this is what I do 1-to-1. See, I learned a trick the other day. You're supposed to pour it sideways out of the bottle, not top ways. Several people told me, but my mate Mitch from Mitch Made said, dude, just do it sideways. It's so much better. Come on, now I need a stick of some description. One that preferably isn't like copper or something that's going to contaminate my. I almost just got a bar of copper out and stuck in there. That would have been funny because then it would have been like everything would have been copperized. Which actually, talking of copper etching, looks really sick. I don't know how well it lasts, but my mate Honor from Guys in Every Film YouTube channel, he just did this. He just did this. You got a lid for this, babe? I got a stick. Thank you. You're amazing. What stick's that? Wooden stick. I can see that. Have we got any more thumbs up, people? More thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Lovely orange ferric chloride. Let's put this straight into the bin so I can wash it later. I'm not going to etch the knife yet, but that's what that's for. I'd like to have a lid on it and I hope that bottle doesn't just disintegrate in the ferric chloride. All right, so that's still a little tacky, but I'm going to put glue on and I'm going to start grinding it while it cooks itself, because I need to actually get a knife done today. So I'm going to put a glove on, which, as you all know, is a bit of a no-no for normal gloves, but with plastic gloves, nitrile gloves, these get ripped off if they touch the belt, so it's all good. Let's be really honest, I never plan on touching the belt because it hurts. Sometimes I do it unintentionally, but it's never intentional. Okay, can you see the grinder okay? Oh, there we go. Put a lid on the ferric chloride so I don't get splashed with it. Put a mask on, so I'm going to talk like Darth Vader in a minute. How am I supposed to drink my tea now? All right.
Alright, we're taking a whole load of meat away from the handle, probably a little bit more down the bottom here than I wanted to, but that's okay. Because of the angle I put it in at, I sort of had to do that. But so now I just want to have an idea what I'm going to do here. I think I'm going to sort of, that's my center line down there. Oh, you can't see it. That's my center line there. And I want to sort of have maybe something a little like that. See if we can get this even, because that is uneven. So there somewhere. Do that side first and then work on this side, I think. See where we go from there. Drink a bit more tea. Who else we got in here? 7 people watching, 19 thumbs up. We got any more thumbs ups? Any more thumbs up, anyone? Any more thumbs up? Let's flip this over. Put a, when I say flip this over, I'm flipping the grinder over. As you can see, this is my 84 engineering grinder. This is probably the most useful tool in my workshop. I have lots of useful tools, but this thing is, oh, it's got to be second to none. It's incredible. Like, I couldn't be without it. Couldn't be without it. Lock that in place. We're going to want this over here somewhere. Be a little bit too high. All right. I might even put you, wonderful people, up here. Can you see the grinder? Sort of see it. Like that. Bit better, isn't it? Can you all see that? All right, all fixed down.
What we got? No new comments.
Oh yeah, I do. Okay, so so Mitch had to go. What's in the glass vase? Glass vase. Oh, ferric chloride. It's in a plastic bottle now, but it's ferric chloride. Because I made a Damascus blade, it'll etch the Damascus, so it'll just, you'll see the different layers. It'll look a bit sexy, Debbie. Google the instructions on it. 17 different guides. Awesome. Yeah, 17 different guides sounds about right. Nice profile. Thank you. So I just winged that, obviously. And it's not symmetrical, but it's close enough to symmetrical to use the words "it's handmade" and be able to get away with it, I reckon. So that's how it looks now. I'll clean it up by hand, obviously, because I've got an hour and a half. So I've really just got to sharpen the blade now and stick a bit of Uncle Bjorn's handle finish on my handle to make it look a bit more handily. I am going to clean up some of this goop though, because obviously you've still got in here resin, and so it's still tacky. So whilst it's still tacky, I'm going to get the acetone, cut a little bit off one of my top of the range rags. Sorry, Katie, another bit off one of your old tops. Acetone. Anyone know how everyone else is doing? I wonder if I should try to ring Jamie again. Like, part of me hopes they're like panicked. They're all like, panic! But I'm sure they're not. I'm sure they're all just cruising along going, I bet Toby sucks. Just like I'm doing to them. Okay, so that's a little brass chisel that I made, and so brass won't damage the heat treated steel. Not that this is really that important on this blade, but it just means you can dig in there to the edges and clean it up without scratching the steel. And I just put it underneath the rag, which has got acetone on it, and just run it across it. Still no updates on Jamie. Nobody knows. Has anyone seen anything from Jez, Oblivion Blades Jez, or anything else from Rob, who will also probably be hanging out with Jez in the workshop? All right. It ain't pretty, but I think it'll do. Okay, then that, put that back so I don't lose it later on. And put this in the vise and clean this up a little bit more. All right, let's get this laptop out of the way. We're not filling it up with dust. So where's me nice jiggery pokery? I'm going to clamp to help hold said nice jiggery pokery down. So there is, oh, it's like weird, and that's you lot. No. And then love this tool. Love this tool. It was made for me by David something, Daniel something. I mean, I suck with names. Anyway, I mentioned him on my last video with my knife restoration one, where the knife went through the dishwasher. If you want his name, it was not expensive. It's like $100. Did a really good job with it. I use it basically every day. So some sandpaper. Oh, let's put the lid back on the acetone so we don't end up wearing it. I'm going to start with a relatively high grit because it's a Sew pine. It's not exactly solid. So I'm going to start with a 320, whereas obviously normally something like this I'll be starting with something much heavier like a 240 or something along those lines. Cut a piece off. Wrap it around my sanding stick. If you can see much in there. Better. There. Lunch. Not that far off finishing actually. Another snack would be good though. Don't know. We can see you on the camera. Still see you. I can just see your head. I don't know, love. Anything, please. All right. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. What, mate? Nothing. Nothing as in updates from the other guys. Is that what you mean? Thanks, darling. It's not got cinnamon or anything, is it?
No.
Yeah. Tell baby. Now, I'm sanding this, but I might actually end up taking a bit more off it with a file because I've got loads of time. But I feel bad calling this a 4-hour knife challenge. But who knows? I've still got to sharpen it. I wonder whether I should sand the blade a bit, make it go a bit higher because it's a 240 at the moment. But I wasn't intending to do it. Sorry, not 240, a 40. I wasn't intending to do any more than 40, but I feel like I just sort of may as well. What do you reckon? What do you 7 people watching it? Ooh, 20 thumbs up. Awesome. What do you 7 people reckon? Turn my oven off. Yeah, turn the oven off. Take another photo. Put that up on Facebook. I've lost it. I've lost the beginner knife making group. There it is. It's all good. Lost it. Found it. I want the group, not the damn post. Okay, just posted a picture of sanding the handle. If you're not keeping an eye on the Creative Man group, the beginner knife makers group on Facebook, jump over there and see what they're doing. Let me know. Hey Chris, how you doing, buddy? Smooth like a baby's bottom. So I think it was actually quite a good plan not going off and doing a pre-grind before the thermocycle and the quench. I think it came out really probably the best it could have done, because going off to grind it, you got to let the blade cool down enough to grind it and then put it back in the forge and all that sort of stuff, whereas obviously I was able to get a whole thermocycle in. Like, it was a quick sort of dodgy thermocycle, but it was enough that I wasn't worried about cracking the blade or anything. All right, more sandpaper. More sandpaper. Yeah, Troy's done. Troy's done. Who's that before him? I would expect to be beaten by Troy, to be honest. Troy's fastest knife forger I've probably met. He won a couple of years ago at the Blade Symposium. We had a forging competition for a blacksmith's knife, like a Viking knife, and you had 20 minutes to get it done, and Troy finished his in 20 minutes easily. Completely beautiful, high quality. I mean, he makes a lot of them, but very high quality finish with a touch mark on it and everything. Like, he even had his touch mark in his pocket, all that sort of stuff. I don't know what to do with this blade, you know. Afterwards, I'll probably just keep it myself. It'll probably work out not a bad little kitchen knife. I mean, it's not the thinnest knife in the world, but 1084, so it'll hold a good edge. It'll cut well. Maybe I should sell it. Who knows? Probably won't. I never keep any of my own knives. My darling wife does. She's got one or two. taking some of the edges off where I've done a faceted sort of handle. I'm just rounding some of the corners just to give it less hot spots. Not that you really should worry about hot spots on something that's going to be used for a few minutes here and a few minutes there. It's not like it's going to ever be a high-end chef's knife. This it wasn't what it was designed for. In fact, it wasn't designed for anything. It was designed to get done in 4 hours. Haven't got any comments. No one got anything to say. No one got any questions about how I've done certain things. $22 thumbs ups is nice though. I'm happy with that. Thank you very much. Anyone who's live that hasn't given a thumbs up, it'd be wonderful if you could. Unless you think it's crap, then don't, obviously. Now, anywhere now I could probably stop. It's sanded, isn't it? Like, it just depends how far I want to go with it. I think I'm gonna. Actually, what's the end like? Rough as guts. Well, I kind of like the end rough as guts. You can tell that it's just been done off the belt. All right, let's stick a little bit of Courbillon's handle finish on the handle. Need a bit more of that rag. Where's my rag? Bit of hue and pine. This should come up a nice golden colour. Show up all the imperfections where I didn't finish it very well, but that's all right. Just over now to go. Thanks. Who's that, Bill? Just over now to go. Well, Bill, I just got to sharpen mine and I'm done, my friend. How is everybody else doing? Does anyone know? How's Bjorn and Jamie and Kevin and who else is going? I don't know who else is on it. Quickly check something. 22 thumbs up. Can we get another one? Can we get another thumbs up? Can we get another few thumbs ups? All right. Let it blow me nose. Where's my water gone? There it is. Who have we got? Bill Goldsmith. I don't know what that emoji is. It's like a dude with a green hand or something. I'm not sure what it is, my friend. Take another photo. Show off the Uncle Bjorns. Let's put some more handle finish on. All right, there's the oil. All right, maybe one more layer of that, and then we'll call it a day. If anyone hasn't used this stuff, it's called Uncle Bjorn's Handle Finish, sold in Australia by Bjorn, or by Creative Man, which is a knife supply company in Australia, and it's specially formulated by Uncle Bjorn himself, and it's amazing stuff. I love it. Gives you a nice hard finish on the handle. It can take a buff if you want it to. Just makes stuff much more hard wearing. All right. That one. All right, let's sharpen this knife up. For anyone who hasn't seen how I sharpen knives on the belt, I will show you. But I did do a video a couple of weeks ago of it if anyone wants to see. All right, let's get rid of this jig. Although we probably need to take the knife out of the jig before we get rid of the jig. And what I tend to do, so I don't stuff up my handles, because this is still green, just keep a little piece of like a sleeve. I just take a sleeve off a shirt or a t-shirt and put the handle inside it, and it just kind of keeps it protected. And then I just wrap a bit of tape around so that it doesn't get loose. Last thing you want to do is it getting a little loose and flying up, catching in the belt and ripping the knife out of your hand, because that's no fun. Looks like one is finished. Yeah. It's just black. That's kind of annoying me. Troy, I couldn't think who it was. Troy has finished. But Troy, like I said, is a super fast forger, and he's a very skilled knife maker, so he would. I'm not surprised he's knocked it out pretty quick. And I think he made a more simple sort of knife like I did, whereas I think Jamie and Kev and that have gone with something a little bit more technical. So what some people do is they actually leave the tape on and they grind through the tape to protect the blade, which you can do. I've never found it that successful. It just tends to get sort of tacky near the edge and that, but anyway, it's all good. Got epoxy all over the blade as well. Anyway, sort of ended up like a little kind of almost Bowie-esque type thing. Not like David Bowie-esque, obviously. That would just be odd. A knife the shape of David Bowie. All right, so I run my belt grinder backwards. Slow. The burr along most of that, apart from that bit on the start there. A little dull bit right at the back there. Oh, there we go. All right. Good comments there. John's just trying to go away. That's fucking.
for hacking anything off myself. You could probably help, but St John's Ambulance, does that mean you're UK? If it does, that's a very long way away. You probably can't help me, but I appreciate the offer, my friend. Actually, just realised I probably should have quenched this already. Not quenched it, etched it. How many thumbs up we up to? 23. We've got any more thumbs up left in us? This is a big jump from 500 grit to a 9 micron, which I think is about a 2000 grit, but just going to polish that edge up a little bit. Oh, cool, Bill. You go that way now, dear buddy. It's so far. And with practice, you can get really, really proficient at it. Now, no need to get stroppy. Sorry, that's really bad. A little bit stroppy. Those of you who have seen how I strop, I do my stropping with a bit of auto sole, which is char, a bit of auto sole, and a piece of balsa wood.
then essentially just a little bit higher angle than I did the grinding at, just to take that burr off. What are we at time wise? 3 hours and 7 minutes. And I feel like I could have done this a lot quicker if I had have not bothered with the hand sanding of the blade, and if I had have stuck with the super glue in the pin instead of going back to the thingy, but I'm much happier with it as it is. Thank you to Stuart, who guilted me into doing the thingy properly. I might have to restrop this so you can get a nice shiny edge on it after I've done the ferric etch, but that's okay. All right, let's boil that down. Need to clean that off actually, because it's the ferric chloride is going to basically. Where's that rag gone? Where's the rag gone? Ferric chloride needs to etch evenly, so just going to get a little bit of acetone with a clean rag and scissors, he says. 53 minutes if we are all live, so plenty of time. Kev is assembling the handle. Oh, cool, it's not bad. I'm okay with that. Let's acetone. Let's get the cool bronzy sort of color there, where you can still see the bronze from the etch, which is very cool. From the temper, which is nice. There's a bit of an odd scratch there. Anyway, we're not going for the world's greatest knife here, so we can probably cope. All right. Now, etching often works better the further the higher the sanding, higher the grit. But I'm going to see how this one comes out as it is. Get rid of this. A moment of truth, because this ferric chloride is incredibly strong. I might even actually set up quickly the phone so we can record this bit for the other for do from what's it, the beginner knife makers group. How does everyone like this format? Actually, I mean, it's been long. It's been 3 hours. It's too long, if anything. But how does people like the idea of a relatively long sort of live video, like a couple of hours on a Saturday, something like that? I know a few other makers do these really cool sort of long lives, and I don't know. I wonder if I could fit tutorials and stuff in a little better if I was doing it like that. What do you reckon? Okay. You've come up a bit, my darling wife says. So, let's spin this around. Spin it around, see what you can find. Ferric chloride a la Etching. Ready? Are we all ready? See the color of the blade? There is no color. It's very strongly, so it could almost be instant. Immediately see the lines in it? How mad's that? It's etching away some of the softer steels to show what's underneath. Oh man, that's sexy. If I do say so myself. You actually see the streaks in it where I probably could have done with cleaning it a little better. But it's etching pretty evenly, which is nice. The other side is pretty good looking as well. Yep, happy with that. Okay, so now I'm just going to go rinse it off in water. Sharpie dong. All right, so I've just watched the ferric off, which now, so basically it stops reacting. So you can see that pattern. Drink bottle, yeah. I just remember not to drink out of it. It's my melted one. Went through the dishwasher, got stuck to the dishwasher. Jamie's putting his hand on. Oh man, I'm glad someone's finally keeping me up to date. I appreciate that. All right, well, I would say, boys and girls, that Toby is done. What I should do now is a cut test. Anyone want to see a cut test? See if it actually cuts. No? No one wants some? Try Windex. Yeah, Windex and all that work fine. Yeah, I do that too. Yep. Just neutralizes it. I just find it easy just to wash it under the sink, to be honest, though. It's right here. So, all right. What do we think of that? That's not bad for 3 hours. Like, I got to admit, I'm pretty happy with myself. Like, I'm smiling away here, like a bit of a Cheshire cat type looking thing. Let's get a piece of paper. We should film this one too, because this is actually the end of the thing. Can you guys see that there? Let's put that in video. This is the moment of truth, because I might have to resharpen it if I didn't do a good job. 24, that's not too bad. All right, can you see on that camera? Ready? Oh, it's hairy. Oh, you know why that will be? Where I ferricked it, it sort of etched the edge a little bit, actually, a tiny bit. I might just re-strop that. Not too bad. Had more sharp, but it's got quite thick geometry. What do you think? Do I pass? I can re-strop it and get a little bit better than that, but I don't know who picks the winner actually, dude. I'm going to re-strop this though, because I'm not really too happy with that. Yeah, you might have to ask Bjorn that question, whether or not you whether you guys get to judge, or whether, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Anyway, this should tidy it all up a little bit. It's just because this will even those edges out a little bit. I shouldn't have to hit it back on the glass. All right. Rags. Running out of rags, and they're all covered in goop. Man, I'm getting bad at this, not knowing where stuff's gone. It's hard to keep the place tidy with this cameras and stuff everywhere. I don't know why I feel like I'm running out of time. I want to get done, but at the same time, I've got loads of time, really, haven't I? Are you in New South Wales? Yeah, buddy. I am in Newcastle, New South Wales, 2 hours north of Sydney. What about you, mate? You said St John's Ambulance. Is that St John's Ambulance Australia or UK? All right, let's do this paper cut again, shall we? See if I can embarrass myself mildly less. Let's film that again. Where's that other bit of paper? Lift you up. Suffolk Road from Bungadore. That's made up. Ah, that's better. Just need to have a little strop. All right. Thank you so very much for watching. I may as well not stand here and talk to you all day, but that is a finished product. This camera is not focusing well, is it? I've got to admit, I actually like the profile of this handle. It feels pretty nice to hold too. I could probably etch that again and get a better finish. If that's true, that the most likes wins, I would be very, very grateful if every single one of you people could go and do a like. Because it'd be mad if I won. Over all the awesome makers that we've got here, if Toby won. Toby, the average knife maker, average YouTuber, won. Awesome. Well, you're all amazing. Thank you so much. This will stay on here. I'll just leave it up. So it's a 3-hour thing. I don't think any of you are ever going to watch it again, but hopefully somebody win a chicken dinner. I would win. So everyone's post pics of their finished blades. Most likely wins. Yeah, I just read that. Do it. All right. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day, and please share this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and if you want to to support me and my podcast and my YouTube channel. In fact, if you haven't listened to the podcast, Toby Fire and Steel on all podcast networks, 2 episodes a week. It's awesome. I interview best bladesmiths in the world, best knife makers in the world. I sell lots of knife making materials, pin stock, brass, all that sort of stuff on www.tobyfireandsteel.com, and my t-shirts and my hoodies and my leather patches, all of the profits from that go to supporting the podcast and the YouTube channel. So thank you very much. Have a great week. Uru. Yes, I do want to end stream.